Tracy here with BibleJournalingMinistries.com, and welcome to this edition of Will It Bleed in the Illustrating Bible, the brand new Bible by Dayspring and Illustrated Faith. This is a beautiful Christian Standard Bible, and I hope that you get a chance to see the review that I posted earlier today. I will link up to it below so that you can see that review and really understand just how beautiful and wonderful this Bible is. Now, this Bible does have wider margins. I'll flip through just real quickly for you, and 75% thicker pages, so super thick pages, and very, very awesome. So excited about this Bible. Now, for today in this edition, I am going to use all of my watercolors. So I'll be using watercolors, I will be using watercolor pencils, and I'll be using water-soluble crayons as well. So we will test all of these out, and hopefully you will know, hopefully I have at least something that you have, so you will know if it bleeds through in the new Illustrating Bible. I would encourage you to subscribe to our channel. We do have a lot of reviews posted, as well as tutorials. We also have a free Bible journaling for beginners course available. I would just encourage you to check all of that out and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I am going to try, I think, will be the pencils. Now, some of the pencils that I have the Prisma Color Premier Water Soluble Color Pencils. I have the Faber-Castell. I have a generic brand. I have the Derwent Inktense 36. And I have the Marvi Uchida. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I hope I am saying that right. And those are the pencils that I have to test today. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put something underneath this Bible to protect it. Just going to grab, let's see, probably, where's my Illustrated Faith Bible mat? Here it is, my Illustrated Faith Bible mat. That's the one we will use. And I am going to go ahead and write out each of the ones that I'm going to use. So this one is the Prisma Color Premier, and this is the water soluble. So everything here is water soluble, so I won't need to write that. And I'm just going to make a little swatch here so I can make that wet in just a moment. Then we have the Faber-Castell. This is the Gold Faber Aqua. And I'm just going to call it the Faber-Castell Aqua, just so we know. Oops, I pressed too hard and I broke that pencil lead. Don't press too hard on yours. I'm trying to lay down quite a bit of mark so that we know whether or not it bleeds through or not. This one is the Marvi Colorin. Okay. This one is called Liberty. It's one of the first sets I ever bought for Bible journaling. It was really inexpensive. And then we have the Derwent Inktense pencils, which are amazing and awesome. I love these pencils and use them quite a bit. Let's see, this one is the charcoal gray, but I think I'll use the Indian ink here. Yep. And this is the Derwent Inktense. And I'm going to just make a little box there. Okay. Now we're going to apply some water and see how well it performs. I'm just going to use a flat brush here. I have not prepped my page, so I'm not using any gesso at all. You might be wondering why I swiped over those letters. I did that on purpose because I want to see if inking a thin line does this any good or not. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. On the Prismacolor Premier, I'm not getting any bleed through at all without prepping this page in either the line, the thin line that I had written the words in, or the box. The next one that we used was the Faber-Castell Aqua, and in the line, when we were just using our just writing the words, I got no bleed through, but I did get some bleed through here at the end. I wonder if I let them dry, if it might not come, if we might not have the bleed through, but we will find out. It looks like it might be bleeding through there. We've got the Marvy Color In, which is not my favorite pencil, to be honest with you. That one did not bleed through on the words, but did bleed through on the box. The next one that we have here is the Liberty, and that did not bleed through either with the words or with the box, either the black box, that did not bleed through. And the Derwent did not bleed through on the words, but did bleed through on the box. And I'm not sure if that is true bleed through, so at the end I'm going to come back and look at it one more time as we continue on. But so far those are the initial results. I will come through and blow dry all of this to make sure it's completely dry before we end the video. The next one I'm going to use are the water-soluble crayons. The water-soluble crayons that I have are the Distress crayons. I have the Neocolor 2s. I've got a Recollections brand. And I also have Scribble Sticks by Dina Wakley. So let's go ahead and try these out. The first one I'm going to put down is the Dina Wakley. Then I'm going to put down the Distress. Oh, you know what else I have? I have Gelatos. I'm not going to be able to write those out, I don't think. This gelato is called Black Licorice. And this one is the Recollections line. This is, I think this is a discontinued set, and the darkest color I have here is blue. So this is just, I'm not even, I don't think I can write this Recollections. I'm just going to call it Recollect. And the next one is the Neocolor 2, and that's the last one that we have here. And we're going to go see how they do, how they perform. The Neocolor 2s I really like. I love art journaling with them. Neocolor 2. Okay. Now this time I'm not going to swipe over the words because we don't typically write with these mediums, the crayons. We typically do not write with these crayons, so I'm not going to swipe over them, but I will make the squares a little wet so that we can see if they bleed through. Again, if you are using a lot of water, a lot of times things will just saturate and soak through. But we'll find out. Alright, I'm starting to see some bleed through with the Dina Wakley line. Nothing with this Distressed crayon, which is awesome. It's different than what we saw with the Distress ink line in our previous video. So if you haven't seen the other stamp video, I would encourage you to go look at that. We did test it with the stamping inks. Let's see, the gelatos look like they're bleeding through pretty nicely. Wow, a lot of bleed through there. That actually surprises me. Most gelatos that I use don't tend to bleed through like that, so that's okay. Neocolor 2 looks really good, as well as the Recollections line. Again, I will come through here when it's completely dry so that we can make sure that we have an accurate test here. And let's finish up with some watercolors. The watercolors I have today are Winsor Newton. I've got the Illustrated Faith line, which I've already used in the review video, and it did not bleed through, but I will do it here for you as well. The Jane Davenport and another Jane Davenport. I'll use the darkest color of those two. I've got some Crayola washable watercolors, and I have this awesome set that I just absolutely love. This is called a Kuretake watercolor set. Love this one. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to write that out. We're going to write this out as Kuretake and Winsor and Jane and Illustrated Faith. And we will write that out as Crayola. Okay, let's go ahead and try those out now. Okay, now I have to figure out which one is the black one in this line here. Okay, that would be this one, number 20, way over here. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and paint it directly on here. This is the Kuretake. Beautiful color, beautiful, beautiful color set. I love that watercolor set. I don't know if I ever did a review on it, but if I did, it would be in our videos, and if I do have it, I will link up below for you. This is the Winsor Newton. I'm just going to grab the black here and quickly get that down for you. Just a little bit, not a lot. There we go. Don't need a lot there. Don't need a lot of any color, any paints really whenever you're working in your Bible. So a little set goes a long way. So if you can afford to get good quality, I would, because you barely get to use hardly any of it. So there's the Winsor. Ooh, that was a lot of water. I really saturated that, so we'll find out. Then we have the Illustrated Faith. I'll grab the black out of this line. And I did use this in our review. Alright, let's check out our Jane Davenport line. Let's see if I do have a black here. I have a dark ink one, and let's see about this one. Yes, I do have a Raven. I'll use the Raven out of this set, which I love. And I will go ahead and try to link up to these products for you on our blog so that you can check them out for yourself. And then we're going to use the Crayola here, and let's see what colors we have. Oh, we do have a black for the Crayola. So I'm just going to go in there and get a nice bit of it on there. And we are good. And first impressions before we go ahead and blow dry these are the Crayola is the only one that's bleeding through. Okay, let's go ahead and blow dry all of this and do final thoughts. Okay, they're all dry. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in for you. This gives you a real close-up view of each of these mediums. You can see which ones bleed through, which ones do not bleed through. The Crayola definitely bleeds through even after it's dry, but they all look great. That's just wonderful that we have such a thick page for the Bible now to do our Bible journaling and not have to worry about bleed through on the other side, and not having to worry about prepping either. That is just, I can just see myself having a lot of fun working with this Bible and not having to worry about any prepping of my page. So we can see here that the only one that is like, there's a couple that are really offending the offenders. We've got the Crayola that bled through pretty good. This one here, which is the Derwent Inktense, really bled through. The Crayola was the worst. The Inktense is probably the second worst, which is not actually really, it's actually not that bad. You can just see it's more, there's more ghosting in it than anything else, but just a little bit of bleed through, and then a little bit of bleed through in the Dina Wakley scribble sticks. But for the most part, you guys, they work really wonderful. I would probably stay away from the Crayola. I don't think I would worry too much about the Derwent Inktense and the Dina Wakley. Now remember, the colors that I used here are the darkest colors in the line. So if you are using something that's a light color, there's a good chance you're not going to get that much I mean, it's really not going to bother you that much. I really chose the black one because the black one will show both ghosting on the other side as well as bleed through pretty good, and especially as we're doing this video. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. Again, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to make sure that you are aware of everything going on in the Bible journaling industry and what we're doing there. I really just thank you. It's such a privilege to come to you and have the opportunity to share these type of products with you. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. And I'll definitely link up to all the other ones. We've got quite a few videos going on with the launch of this Bible. I just want to make sure that you are armed with the most information possible so that you can make a great decision for yourself. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day and we'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.